A very good afternoon and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us at e-KLESF 2022. I'm Dr. Ongkyaju from University Tunku Abdul Rahman, Utah. Today, Mr. Nyaanaputhraan and Alaki Prabakaran will be presenting a webinar titled Future of AI, Symbiosis. Mr. Nyaanaputhraan is from MMU. Just a little housekeeping before we start. If you have any questions, please type them in the chat box. We will bring them up during the Q&A session at the end of this webinar. Dear participants, please sign your attendance in the link posted in the chat box. Without further delay, let us turn the time over to Mr. Nyaanaputhraan. Over to you. Sorry, Mr. Nyaanaputhraan, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Right.
Good to hear you now.
Great. All right, I'll start again. Thank you, Doctor, for the introduction, and thank you for everyone for coming to today's sharing. I'll be giving a brief sharing on the future of AI and the symbiosis and how it actually integrates into our lives. So let me just share my screen real quick. I have a little video. Are you able to see my screen now?
Mr. Nyaanaputhraan, is there any sound from your video that you share? Because we can't hear the sound.
Yeah, there's supposed to be sound, but I can't get it to present to the audience. So there's no sound, just a video.
Okay, sure.
Right, so that was a quick introduction. So you guys don't have a hard time pronouncing my name. You can just call me Ran. So let me begin my presentation, right? So today's presentation, first of all, huge thank you to Satish. Just now we had a beautiful opening. His presentation is very technical and very, very real, hands-on examples, and even had the physical device. So my session will be on the future of AI, and it's a very beginner-friendly sharing session where we will discuss, first of all, what encompasses in AI, and also all the terms that you're usually going to hear when you mention AI, right? So these are some things that you would usually hear. I would also like to apologize if you can hear any noise because it's raining over here. So apologies for that. So, firstly, here are some AI myths. Right. If anybody in the chat have heard these myths, like AI will replace all human jobs, a super intelligent computer will come and it will do everything humans can do, and they'll do it better. And they also say that all of these are myths. So, sorry to say, but they're not actually all true. So it is said that super intelligence is AI. I'll explain more on that later. Super intelligence by the year 2100 is not possible as what it says, but in Puerto Rico research, AI researchers conclude the answer was by 2045. And some researchers even estimated a few hundred years from 2015. Are expected to have very thinking, a very intelligent artificial intelligence. So I thought this thing is now a previous question where asked whether AI will replace our human jobs. It's actually on the contrary because AI actually creates more jobs. There has been more jobs that has been created by artificial intelligence due to the lack of people being able to manage the machine. You see, AI essentially is it's uh, it's a ministry of software, right? So any software needs somebody to maintain it, to manage it. So that's why it will never actually take our job. There's only somebody to maintain it. Uh, Coming to the last part where they say AI can be programmed to do something destructive. This is very true. AI can definitely do so to create some destruction. You can actually program an AI to do some really bad harm. So that's some really bad people are listening. But it's not, I'm not going to give you any information on how to do that. So I'm just going to go over some expert systems. So expert systems are basically just computer programs that uses AI. Okay? They are not better than humans or designed to replace humans. And AI is what's the next one. So this is the father of AI. His name is Mr. John McCarthy. He is the one who created AI. Well, he's the one who fathered AI. What's to look at another scientist who is also mathematician. Honorable mention is also the father of modern computer science, Mr. Alan Turing. He's also famous for the Enigma machine, creating the first puzzle solver. And also his system was the one that managed to defeat that timing world-renowned chess player, because during his time there was a world-renowned chess player, and his computer program defeated that chess grandmaster. So very interesting. There's a movie about him. That it's a Sunday, everybody's relaxing. So I would suggest, maybe after the talk, you can actually go and find for this game. It's called the Imitation Game. It's played by Benedict Cumberbatch, if I'm not mistaken. So you can check that out for your weekend movie fun. Let's go to the next one.
Sorry, Mr. Nyaanaputhraan, there's a comment from the participants that they can't hear clearly your speech.
Oh, okay. Because it's raining here, right? So give me a second. guys hear me? Like, you can feel free to say the chat box. Yeah, it's actually raining here, so I really apologize for that. It's very bad timing. So if I can get a green light, continue. MC, are you able to hear me, Doctor?
Now it's getting better.
Better. Okay. So I'll just maybe I'll hold it closer to
It's getting better.
yeah. Okay.
我这样听这样讲。
Okay. So the big question is, where are we right now? Well, so remember just now I said that AI has a few different categories. So if we go back here, big AI can perform specific tasks such as weather prediction. General AI capable of performing the tasks humans can do, and super AI is capable of performing any task better than humans. So this is the one everybody's worried about. This is the Terminator, the world-ending kind of AI that everybody's always in the media. That's the AI. So right now, our technology is at narrow AI. So we are still here. So we still have to reach different levels. So AI is divided based on the capabilities. So the first one is the tools that we are using now, AI tools. And later I will have a little bit of demonstration with that. We'll have a quick demonstration and I will show you guys some code. And this is the second level of general AI is when you think of Iron Man, the AI isn't actually, it's conscious, but if you look at the first Iron Man, it's not really fully deciding everything. It still needs input. But towards the end of the Avengers series and the Marvel series, you'll notice that it already has conscience, where that's when, if I'm not mistaken, one of the bad guy comes up. So now when the AI coming to level 3 super AI refers to self-aware AI, when you notice I'm sure all of you watch Marvel. I mean, if you don't, I do. But there's an evil character in the Marvel series where he's actually an artificial intelligence that has become conscious and self-aware and realizes that he's able to surpass humans, right? So this is, although in the media it seems like it's going to happen really quick, we are really far away from it. But we're coming there. We're coming there. So this is some of the capabilities of the super AI. It can have its own consciousness, its own belief, its desires and intelligence, and behavioral intelligence. It's something that super AI is something that you'll be wonder like what is the difference. So this is what makes it different from normal software. So when you mention AI, I'm sure we're just throwing the words around, but it's better to have a clear understanding of what are we speaking about. And so these are the words you usually hear when you mention AI. So you might be hearing artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, or data science. And you're thinking, what are they? Are they all the same thing? So yes and no. You kind of got it, but this is how it looks like. So artificial intelligence is the bigger picture, right? And it encompasses machine learning. And inside of machine learning, there's deep learning. And intersecting with all of them, there's data science and data mining. So let's go a little bit deeper so I can explain examples how it actually works. Okay. Just to check before I continue, is everybody able to hear me? Is the voice okay? can just give a thumbs up, chat, or can you hear me? So let's dive a little deeper. Let's start with artificial intelligence. One that is the Terminator, everything coming from artificial intelligence. Now, artificial intelligence, if you look at the notes that I prepared, is based on a coded algorithm that enables machines to develop, demonstrate, and mimic human cognitive behavior. In simple terms, it wants to mimic humans, right? It wants to be able to do what humans can do, but better and efficiently. Right? That's how you understand it. Like, it's very simple. It's simple. And here the question, like, will AI replace managers because you can use it to manage your workers or systems? But apparently, what I found is that managers tend to use AI more to replace all the menial work, the repetitive work, and work that actually can be quite repetitive and monotonous, right? So here's some of the applications of AI where we can see is applied in computer vision, which was mentioned by the speaker just now, Satish, where the RFID, when you go and make a payment in certain malls, they now have recognition where you don't even have to get a ticket, right? And it solves your problem of getting down from the car and going to get a ticket. So it actually makes your life easier, that much easier. So AI in general, that's what its aim is, to make our lives better. So computer vision is what was the technology used to detect the numbers in the number plate and translate that into machine language. And we also have virtual reality, which is coming up. Recently, we heard you all must be very familiar with VR games, which is virtual reality, of course, and there's augmented reality AR. And now there's an upcoming one where we are merging all three into a reality called XR. If anybody heard about XR, can like raise their hand. Hmm? Okay, well, I get it. It's actually quite new technology. The thing is, it's actually a combination of AR and VR. And what it does, it enables you to interact with the virtual reality. In VR, you need something to actually be there. Like you need a goggle. You need what do you call it? Like the device, right, to interact with it. But in XR, you don't need it. If you guys remember, there was a hype on Pokemon Go, where everybody was out chasing Pokemons. So that was as close as we've gotten to XR. So hopefully, if you've seen in the Iron Man movies, again, another Marvel reference, the Iron Man movies, they will like touch the image display, the VR display, right? So that's another good example of XR. So just continue. So next word you must appear quite familiar is machine learning. So what is machine learning? And let's just not complicate it and think about the words that we understand, machine and learning, right? So it's basically training something to learn, to give easier, to improve the performance and get a more correct output. So you see in machine learning, these are some examples. So if you guys are doing TikTok videos and Instagram posts, you might have come across the application in CapCut. So CapCut actually uses AI to write out the transcript. So you don't have to. And there's also a ton of other AIs that, for example, that will remove the background without you actually needing to use Adobe Premiere Pro to actually use the blender and remove with the magic pen. You don't have to remove it. So these are all artificial intelligence already implemented, and we are using it and we don't even realize it. So something you guys can see there are, even at the traffic lights, when you rush through the traffic lights, right? And you're being caught in the cameras. So this actually captures the traffic flow. So there's a few others, faces, the photograph, image tagging, and for anyone who does trading, who's into the foreign exchange or the crypto market, you will be familiar that they do have algorithms where they will predict the potential sell or buy movement of the market, right? So that's another application of machine learning. So here is the next word that you are quite familiar with, which is called data science. So data science, when you think about it, again, find the words that you know, like for example, data, right? So data basically means information, people's information, like raw information, right? So the field of data science intersects with artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. So it's basically when you have a lot of data, what you have to construct is now a table, and from a table you can construct a graph and statistics, right? And from that statistic, you must be able to extract value and provide information to the business or to yourself. Let's say you're running, like for example, you're jogging, right? And you have a smartwatch tracker. I'm just going to continue the example just now. You have a smartwatch tracker and you are using it to track how many kilometers you jog. And now you have your friends who are jogging with you. Now you have a total of 3 different people's data and how much they jog in a month or so. So that's a lot of data, right? So you can create a statistic with that, and you can use that statistic to track their progress, and you can extract value, and you can give them a better understanding of what's going on, right? So that's another interesting part of AI, which is deep learning. So deep learning, in its essence, it's very famous right now because you can see that people are using deepfake to edit their pictures and videos and make themselves look like celebrities. And essentially, deep learning is a field of machine learning, but it's actually very close to to mimicking the human brain. So if you look on your right of the screen, you can see a neuron. So that is a neuron. It's actually inside of the brain. And the techniques that we use in deep learning is one of them is known as artificial neural networks. So I will not go too deep on all the techniques and methods because it can be very technical. But this is how a neuron looks like, right? And let me just here are some deep learning applications that may be interesting to you. That if you're interested in self-driving cars, entertainment, visual recognition, virtual assistants, all of these have deep learning in them. So even when what's going on hype right now is the pixel restoration, and also when you see language translations, Google has been doing it for a long time, where we can just now Google any language and you can just add, for example, Mandarin, and it will give you that word in Mandarin, right? So it's actually quite amazing. I think at the end of the day, right, deep learning is going to go actually much deeper. But when you think about it, I don't want to go too deep on that. Okay, so this is how you would see graph, the performance graph for the AI method with and without deep learning. So you can see it's exponentially higher performance, right? Okay, so let me see. Okay, so deep learning, we will go through an example of deep learning, but what are the issues with deep learning is to get an accurate result, you need a lot of data for it to detect a pattern, right? So sometimes this could actually take a lot of time to collect the data and a lot of money as well. So it can be very expensive to construct this. And also, yeah, it's also very hard to train the data and it may take a lot of time. So this is an example of deep learning where we're teaching the model to detect a puppy and it's giving you fried chicken. So if you said a brown poodle, right, and if you gave it a brown poodle, it will recognize the fried chicken as brown poodle as well, or it could recognize the poodle as fried chicken. So these are some of the errors that could happen when you have to actually go through the training model, and it takes a lot of time to go to get this right. So, but if it's accurate, it's amazing. It looks like magic. That's the AI. If you're perfected, it almost looks like the witchcraft of this century, right? So here's some deep learning building blocks. So this is what inside of our brains is how messages is passed, right? So not going to go through detail on that. So yeah, so there's a lot of way to actually train the data, right? So before we go and try on some AI tools, right? So I've found out there's a few tools that we can try, and I will share it with you guys. But before that, right? AI itself has a lot of issues. We'll come to that. Let's go ahead and try this first. So okay. Oh wait, yes, I prepared a simple quizzes to end the slide. So I went through 40 slides. So I will share the link. If everyone could join the link, we could have a quick quizzes session. I will share a QR. You guys can try and play the game and see if you guys understand the slide so far. You can scan the QR, or you can join the meeting. Wait, let me just put that. So I'm still waiting. Take your time. The questions in this quizzes, we have about 10 questions, and it's all going to be based on the slides and all the information that you just learned. So it's no stressor. Just if you figured out how to answer the questions, if you got more than 5 correct or more than 4 correct, so to say you have a good understanding of AI and I did my job well. And at least you know the difference between artificial intelligence and data science and machine learning, and I've actually did my job. So we'll wait for another 2 minutes, and then we'll continue with the. Okay. Let me just post the link here. So that's the link for anybody who has trouble accessing via the QR or couldn't enter the game code. We'll start at 4:05. Come on, guys! Don't worry, it's not gonna be hard. It's not a hard quiz. It's a multiple choice question. It's just for fun. So I'll give it a shot. One more minute, and then we'll start. Yeah. Okay, it's 4:05, so I'm gonna start the quiz. If there's anybody who want to enter, you can join for the next session. All right. So let's go. All right. Best of luck. You guys got it. Oh, it's a competition. Wow. Well, this is interesting. Wait another 3 minutes. Wait for Mr. Pua. Two more minutes. Last minute. I'm gonna end the quiz here. Come on, get your answers in real quick. Last minute. 40 seconds. 39, 38, 37. Last minute. Last 20 seconds. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Come on, I'll give you guys a chance. Let's finish the quiz. Let's go, let's go. Nice. Come on, finish it. Let's go, let's go. 1, 0.75, 0.5. Okay, 0.25, 0.15. Come on, you got this. And 0.1. I'm gonna end it. One more question. Come on, Ivy, you got this. Everybody's rooting for you. Come on, come on, come on. 0.1001. All right, that's great. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm gonna end the quiz. So let's see our winners. Congratulations to Jess, Penny, and Vince. And I would like also to say congratulations to everyone who participated in the quizzes. Thank you so much. You guys, I saw the majority scored more than 3 questions correct. So I think you did good. Oh, look at that. These are your scores. So everybody got number 6 wrong. What is number 6? Huh? Let me just go back and see what I did wrong. Okay. Okay, this is my bad. This is one of the parts I skipped. So completely understand. But everybody, other than that, everybody got a very good score. So congrats on everyone. Okay, now let's get back to our slide. So, we just you guys can leave the quizzes, by the way. Okay. So we continue where if anybody found this sharing session interesting and you might think like, okay, maybe I want to know more on AI, I would highly recommend going for the Andrew Ng. Andrew Ng is a very prominent name among the data science, machine learning area. So do check out his courses. I'm pretty sure right now in this area, almost everyone knows there's YouTube available for education. So do Google, do go to YouTube. There's so many resources. And on that, I'm just going to show you guys, remember I promised you the errors that could happen if you didn't train the deep learning model correctly. So these are some of the problems you could face. A Chihuahua or muffin, which one is it, right? And this is the one I put in. This one, is it a bagel or is it a puppy? So we have so many other I'm not going to go into so many other examples where it takes some time for the model to actually understand what is the difference and how it can actually detect the difference, right? So I guess this is a very rare dog. I have no idea what dog this is. It's a sheepdog. Okay, honestly, this one I don't blame the model. It looks like a mob, you know. So any dog owners out there, I'm sorry for that. So let's go to the interesting part. So if you have, I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions to ask. So you can scan this and I will get your questions here and I will see your questions, and you guys, all your questions, we will go to the AI playground, which is the Open AI API, and we will ask the AI. So go ahead, scan this. Let me just make it bigger. If anybody has issues scanning, just let me know. Let me see whether I can get the link for you. 1 second. Okay, so if anybody who's not able to scan, here's the link for you to ask your questions. So do come ahead and ask your questions, and we will head over to the AI section, AI chatbot, and we will ask the AI your questions and we will play around with it. I still have 10 minutes, so let's go. So this is OpenAI. OpenAI is actually an AI company where this is it's still under the beta stage. It's an AI that actually, if you tell it anything, it will actually give you a response. And if you heard just now, our speaker just now mentioned natural language processing, and also in my slides, you must have seen it. So this is actually turning our normal language into computer language, finding that data and using NLP again, and a few other technologies. I'm not going to go too technical in it. Let's just have fun with it. Let's see what questions we have. We have 2 questions. So we have 2 questions. So one question is how to stay healthy. Okay, thank you for that. Let's just ask the AI. Okay, so we have 2. So one is ChatGPT. ChatGPT is also an interactive AI. So let's ask the beta OpenAI first, right? So how to stay healthy? Let's see what it says. And there you go. This is purely AI, right? So I didn't prepare anything. Your questions are not prepared by me, and you guys are free to ask anything. So it says here how to stay healthy. You eat a balanced diet. Eating a balanced diet is essential for maintaining good health. Eat plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, proteins. Exercise regularly. Get enough sleep. Hydrated. Manage stress. All of these are, if you look at it, it's very logical, right? And it makes sense for you to do all of them. So I think the AI won in this round. So let's see if we have any other questions. What was the next question? What was the food you had today? I think this question is for me, but I'll just ask the AI. Questions for the AI, okay? So apparently the AI ate also. So the AI had oatmeal for breakfast, turkey sandwich with lettuce, tomato for lunch, grilled salmon, and roasted vegetables for dinner. See, it's already 4:30. They already had dinner already. So the interesting thing about this, right? You can actually type out anything for it. You can even say, let's say, for example, I have a piano company, right? And I want a piano song. So please give lyrics to a piano song. Oh no, let's give it something harder. Let's say song lyrics. Okay, let's just go with piano first, and then if we have if anybody has anything harder to give the AI, we will test it out together. Okay. And there you go, just like that. Oh, the sky is so blue. I can feel the piano singing through and through. It's a song of love and hope filled with beauty and grace. So it has a complete song generated in like 2 seconds. And of course, you have to go and edit it and add music to it and actually play the piano. But this is a good start. So let's see if we have any other questions. How to get rich. Okay, you know what? I'm going to save this one for the chat GPT so it can actually interact with you. So now let's go to the chat GPT. It's actually interactive AI where it's actually chat back with you and it actually learns. So let's put this over here. Okay, so hello. Oh, looks like that I broke the AI. So it's really that easy. It's just hello world and then the AI stops working. No, just kidding. Okay, so my friend asked, let's give it a harder one with incorrect grammar. How to get rich? So see, it understands. Even without the correct grammar, it understands what you're asking. So apparently there's a lot of steps in trying to be rich. So that's why not everyone is rich. So you have to first save and invest wisely. You educate yourself. You build multiple streams of income, and you be disciplined and consistent in building wealth. So all of these are very logical and very reasonable answers. So we'll see if there's one more. We have 6 more. How does AI define logic? Oh, that's a good question. So logic is always based on maths, right? So if you're asking me or you're asking the AI, let's ask the AI, see what it says. What does AI define logic? Okay. So what it says is that AI is using logical statements and together with logical operators of and, or not to form more complex logical expressions. So if you ever get your hands on coding, you will understand what they're saying. They are giving you 2 scenarios where either one has to be true, or you are given with 2 decisions every day in your life. It's either you can stand or walk, or you can eat or not eat. You can stay awake or sleep. So every day there's always a or and or not to do it, right? So all of this in in a consequence or in a loop, it actually performs a very complex logical expression when combined all of these statements, right? So let's look at the next one. You have what, 8. How to find a good life partner. Oh my god, bro, who's this? Let's see if the AI can help you. Actually, I have we have enough time. I have a Christmas song for you, but that's a Christmas song was also generated by the AI. How to find a good life partner. So I'm really sorry to hear whoever's first you need to know what you want. Okay, be open to new experiences, be authentic, take your time, communicate, right? So I find all these answers coming from the AI is very it's really something that you would actually give to someone who's actually asking the question, right? So why does the sky is blue and white? Okay, see, this question is interesting because he doesn't have or she doesn't have good grammar, right? So we can test the AI and they get it without even thinking. They actually understand what is your question, right? So give it some time. Look at another question. What is the future of AI? Do you like Iron Man? I feel like some of these questions are for me, but just continue. I think the next one is quite interesting. The question you guys all came here for, right? The future of AI. So for the first question, why is it blue and white? Because of the atmosphere and the sunlight, it travels shorter and shorter waves. So it appears to be white, but it's actually blue, right? And in sunrise, it's due to the atmosphere is nearer to the observer's eye. The light is actually longer. The waves of light is actually longer. So the color is determined by the sunlights. So even I didn't know this. I'm just learning this today, right? So the goal question, what is the future of AI? Let's see what it says. And with the answer, maybe hopefully it's not too long. Okay, actually my time is up actually. So I guess this would be a good finale to the whole presentation. So just to go through it, we'll go through the answer for this one, right? I'm sorry for the other questions. So AI is likely to involve advancement in machine learning, NLP, and other areas of research. We are able to perform a wide range of tasks and make complex decisions. So AI has a more advanced development and machine learning algorithms where things such as deep learning, reinforcement learning, which are all sectors in machine learning, right? Like we learned today. So there are actually many of the topics that are discussed today. These are the fields where you can actually see the focus of future of AI is, where it actually makes our life easier, right? So we don't really have to, whenever we feel that, okay, this just became so much easier, there's probably an AI behind it that's actually helping us because it understands what we want, because we speak, even our language, we speak in a flux. It's not really what, we don't say what we mean. We don't say literally what we mean. We speak in a flux. There's like a range of words that we mean when we say something, right? So to be able to understand that flux is actually natural language processing, and more research is on that. So I hope this session was good for all the students and everyone watching. Thank you so much. And yeah, that's my presentation for today. And I might have exceeded like 2 minutes. So I apologize for that. And I will pass it over to the MC.
Thank you, Mr. Nyaanaputhraan.
Yeah.
Dear participants, kindly fill out the sign-out form and feedback form after the webinar. Now we would like to take a group photos with everyone in this webinar. Please turn on your camera and stand by. Okay, everyone get ready. 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, let's take another one. Ready? 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you Mr. Nyaanaputhraan for the insightful webinar. Dear
Thank you.
participants, please join us for the next webinar titled University Life as Software Engineering Student at 4:30 p.m. Thank you everyone and stay safe.